Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of March 21st through the 27th of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, as well as given it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. And the Two of Cups. So, love is in the air, encounters, unexpected encounters. In some cases, an old flame has tracked you down, or maybe you've tracked somebody else down. Somebody you haven't heard from for a long time. That makes your heart skip a beat every once in a while. You just get along and mesh together so well. And the Page of Cups. So definitely love is in the air here, or new romance at least. Some sort of spark unexpectedly. Maybe a friendship's turned into a little bit more. Maybe you're hearing back from a friend that you had when you were much younger, and they get back in touch with you and you just hit it off so well. People always remark that, hey, would you and your other half, if you're out having coffee, like anything else, that sort of thing. They just assume that you're a couple. But it's a new beginning. Definitely new beginnings. You got two of them there, That's some sort of partnerships for sure. And that could be friendships that, as well. It does not have to be intimacy. Sometimes your best friend is really your best friend. And the Page of Pentacles there, opportunities are knocking. You're starting to see, light. You're getting more inspired. This person inspires you in some way. Maybe they have a job that you've always thought about. Maybe you wanted to do, and you're realizing that, hey, it's not that big a deal. I can do this. Your health is, you're investing in your health is the best investment anybody can make, and you're just doing all kinds of things to help yourself move forward this week. And the Wheel of Fortune. So there you go. You're getting that increase in pay for some of you. Some of you, this is a little bit of a windfall. Money's in the mail. Things are unexpected coming in. Your careers are starting to change. You're starting to see a way up and out for yourself in some cases. You're climbing the ladder to, better prosperity moving forward. And the Seven of Swords. But you're not telling a bloody person about this. You're keeping it all to yourself. You just had enough. You've doing your homework. You're trying to get everything in a row. You've realized that where you're at, you're unappreciated. But you're not telling anybody anything about what's going on at home or in your life, so nobody can judge you, not airing your laundry whatsoever, which is a very good idea for anybody. You're not just standing around. You're moving forward, but you're not inviting anybody else to come along on your quests going forward. And the Six of Rods. So maybe you put a application in for a new job for some of you, and you're having to tell yourself, it's very hard to write a letter sometimes, because you got to talk about yourself like, you're the best at this, and you can do this, and you can do that. Sometimes that's very tough to do, but you're standing out in a very good way for yourself. You're giving yourself that acknowledgement that maybe you haven't gotten this far. And the Hierophant. So maybe you're talking to a therapist or a friend, teacher in some cases, wise aunt, uncle, some cases even your parents, if you're lucky enough to still have them around. Somebody that listens to you and gives you that, yes, that sounds good, you're on the right path, that would probably be better for you, that sort of, feedback that you need this week, and you're finding the solutions to what you thought was, insurmountable hurdles is not so bad, so that you can make this happen for yourself. Some of you're actually thinking seriously of going back to school, and you're realizing that it's not as big a course as you needed, and it's not as expensive. So, that sort of thing. So you're taking advantage of those. And, you've probably tracked this down for yourself as well to find out these answers. So you're listening to yourself this week. You're trusting your instincts because you know what you can foresee in the future is actually doable. And the King of Pentacles. So there you are. You definitely want to get your finances together. You're making investments. You know where you want to go. You know what you're definitely going to have in the future. It's just a matter of how do I get this all together to make it start moving, motivating it, going forward. Maybe you've decided to put a little bit of fundage into maybe some stocks or bonds or something, and you're willing to wait for it to pay off dividends in the future. So you're just going to, squirrel away that little bit and keep going forward. And the Eight of Rods, sorry. Either way, it's good. It's prospering, moving forward. You've definitely done your battles and stood your ground against all obstacles. So that's beautiful. You're sometimes in life it just happens that way. Something unexpectedly but good is going to plunk down in your life, like very quickly here, and it's going to make a difference for yourself going forward, because it's going to give you that, that flash of insight of which way you want to go. You're maybe gotten in contact with some friends or relatives, and somebody has some really wonderful ideas, and you're just happy to be around each other. You're celebrating. And the Queen of Cups. So definitely, things are starting to go and grow, and you're starting to feel a little more optimistic in life. You're getting along with family members. Your love life is starting to improve. Your friends are starting to improve. You're just feeling more comfortable with yourself. You've put off making sacrifices in order to make everybody else happy around you, but you're realizing that with this sacrifice, it's also giving you wisdom of what you want in the future. So that's the path you're choosing for yourself. And the Hermit. So there, you have the light and you have the support. You can support yourself quite comfortably. And this is the week that you're deciding that I need to calm down. I'm just going to, turn off the cells and everything else. Maybe you're going to hide in your room and curl up with a book for an hour just to get that, breath of air for yourself without being pressured by the surroundings of the world, family life and all that sort of thing. And the Three of Pentacles. So there you are. You have a lot to offer, and you know it. You're very hard on yourself, and you shouldn't be, because you have a lot to offer. When you go into like a job or a situation, you go into them with knowledge that you already have. You're very talented. You look forward to, making more money here in the future, increasing your standards of living, not always having to depend on others. So this is like newfound independence for yourself. Like I said, your health is starting to improve. You're starting to feel good about yourself again. You're not questioning your ethics or your steps. And the King of Swords. So there you are. Clarity. You're flooded with all kinds of wonderful new ideas. You're attacking problems head on. If there's obstacles, you will figure out how to go around them and make this project in your life go forward, because you want to, have clear credit You want to have good books and standings. You want to have investments. You know, you want all the bells and whistles, and should have. And now you're choosing a path for yourself this week and figuring how you're going to do it going forward. And you're not looking back anymore. You found the solution. Now you're stepping forward with it, which is beautiful. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an angel oracle card. But yeah, you're stepping forward. You're making some decisions going forward. You're cutting people out. You're just moving on. You know you're on the right path. You know what the vision is you want in the future, and you're going to make it. You know, you're going to wrestle it into submission. All right. I am leading you towards the answers to your prayers. Please listen to the following. Please listen to the follow. Please listen and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. All right, on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.